What's up guys, JNO here, and today we're going to do something a bit different. When I started this channel, because it was the beginning of the Fantasy Premier League, I focused on giving you guys advice as well as how I was building my team. And then since then, it's gotten a bit of a rut, at least that's my opinion, with mainly my review and preview of the Fantasy Premier League and not much advice. But I want to help you guys out as well as do my story, my journey through Fantasy Premier League. So here, for the next 4 days, you're going to be seeing the underlying stats for some of the best players in the Premier League after 8 game weeks. Let's get into it with the goalkeepers. After 8 game weeks, we can now see kind of what the Premier League teams are going to be like, how they're going to perform, what their defensive form is like, what their attacking form is like. So now we can kind of get an idea who might score decent points, who might be the cheap players that score decent points, and who are the expensive players that we should be fitting into our team. All my lists will not be a be all and end all. These are my top 5 picks, and these top 5 picks are on the potential, not their current score. So some of them may have lower scores than you'd imagine I'd recommend to you guys, but something in the underlying stats suggests that they would be a good pick for the season. Okay, so first, before I get to the top 5, honourable mentions go to Tim Howard and Hugo Lloris. Now, Hugo Lloris and Tim Howard are 2 top-class goalkeepers as far as Premier League football goes. They've both been around for a while now. Hugo Lloris has shown the potential to be easily top 14 goalkeeper. He just happens to have gone to Tottenham. And Tim Howard, every now and again, just has that run of form that is just unbelievable. I mean, I remember him at the World Cup 2014. Tim Howard was a beast. But to the top 5, and we will start with Gomez from Watford. Now, Watford have come in and actually been very solid defensively, and Gomez has picked up more clean sheets than I think anyone would have imagined he would have. At 4.5 million in 8 game weeks, he's picked up 3 clean sheets. Because of a penalty save in game week 8, he's actually the highest scoring goalkeeper at the moment in Fantasy Premier League. He's conceded only 7 goals. I know I wasn't imagining Watford being that defensively solid, and at 4.5 million, that's a cheap goalkeeper you've got, and if they can keep that form up, he can be a sub goalkeeper or he can be part of a rotating pair. We then have Joe Hart coming in at number 4. Now I know a lot of you will be like, Joe Hart number 4, he's had the most clean sheets, he's one of the highest scoring keepers at a very solid defensive team in Man City. This year the defence looks a lot better than it has done. He's priced at 5.7 million though, which is expensive for a goalkeeper. He does have 5 clean sheets and has only conceded 3 goals. He's only had to make 12 saves, 8 of which have been inside the box. And the question is, do you take him or do you take someone like Company of Kolarov, who could get you some extra points by either getting an assist or a goal? Now we move on to Myhill from West Brom. Now, he is quite cheap, 4.7 million. He's gone up in price because he's been doing quite well. He has had 4 clean sheets. That puts him at joint second, I believe. Goals conceded, he's only conceded 11. At a team like West Brom, that's not too bad. But considering 4 clean sheets, that means in 4 games, 11 goals were scored. Saves made, he's had 31 saves made, 11 of which have been inside the box. Now that's an important stat there, 11 saves inside the box. Does that mean he's letting in most of the shots that are inside the box? Or does it mean most teams are having to shoot from distance? The major problem with Myhill is how long will he be in the team for? When Foster is back, I'd imagine that Foster is going to go back into the lineup, and they also now have Lindegaard. Who knows if Lindegaard will get given a shot. At 2, we have someone that is in my team, and it's Jack Butland. Jack Butland is only 4.5 million, so he's a nice cheap goalkeeper. He's at Stoke at the moment, who aren't exactly the best defensive unit, but they're not the worst. He's only had 1 clean sheet, but he's conceded 10 goals in 8 games. That's not too many more goals than there are games. He's made 37 saves. Now that's a lot of saves compared to some of the other goalkeepers that you can pick. 24 of those have been inside the box. He's been on form, and I've noticed as he's in my team, he's been getting bonus points. And sometimes, despite the fact he's conceded, those bonus points means he's scored more than my other keeper, Fabianski. He has a save per minute of 20 minutes, so every 20 minutes he's having to make a save. Now, you can look at it two ways. It means Stoke's goal is getting threatened a lot more than some of the other teams, so clean sheets is less likely, but bonus points are more likely. And if they can start keeping some clean sheets, Jack Butland might start climbing up that table. Finally, we go on to the number 1 spot, and it's the man that moved from Chelsea to Arsenal. It's Petr Cech. Now, Petr Cech, everyone knows how good a goalkeeper he is, and recently he's been showing the world and reminding everyone how good he is. Petr Cech's price is 5.5 million, so he's another expensive goalkeeper. But you get what you pay for with Petr Cech. He's had 4 clean sheets. He's only conceded 7 goals in 8 games, so he's very safe pick as far as that's concerned. But he's had to work for it. He's had to make a save every 24 minutes. He's had 31 shots saved, 17 of which have come from inside the box. So he's had to work for those clean sheets, and he's still getting them. Anyway guys, that was my top 5 goalkeepers. Tomorrow you will see top 5 defenders. Thanks for tuning in. It's been JNO. If you like this new series where I go more into underlying stats and trying to help you guys look at players, please smash that like button. Remember to subscribe if you're new, and remember, on this channel it's all about the game.